Watts is still on his feet. And penalty flags are thrown, but the interception will stand. What a comeback.
Just speechless, Ryan. I mean, you talk about being in the right place at the right time, but also tip drill, right? You talk about tipping that ball up and just being ready and always being ready for any time for that ball to come loose. You speak about that as a coach.
After the interception, personal foul, blindside block, defense number 41. 15 yards from the foul, first down. Injury timeout.
All right, so we're taking an injury timeout here with 6 minutes left. Again, Lahainaluna up by 1. We'll be right back. All right, and we're back here as the Kapaa offensive lineman there, Daniel Higa, a senior, was able to get off under his own power. That's good to see. Now, because of the 15-yard penalty, the ball will be spotted at the Warrior 43-yard line. Chaz, what does Kapaa need to do here to really stem the tide here?
Well, they really need a defensive stop. I mean, they can't allow Lahainaluna to continue to run the ball and run the possession here in the clock.
Well, it's Tejada. Tejada is ankle tackled down by Rafi Pereno after 4.
And also, Ryan, continuing on my point, they're really going to have to limit these runs to possibly three yards. You cannot be giving Lahainaluna 4 to 5 yards on every drive and every play.
Clock will become a factor in a few here as we are under 6 minutes now. Lahainaluna will take their time, as they can. 4 receivers. Frias is the lone back with Irish. Dudois, Gilcoat on the left side. And it's going to be Perez. It's going to be Perez here. Upfield, Perez here! And still was rumbling his way to the 25. A gain of 14 and the first down.
I think he got so excited, he tripped himself there. If he stayed up balanced, he would have been 28 yards to the Hale. As again, great blocking up front. There you see the power of just breaking off one block shed tackle there. And there you see him trip over his own feet there as he's brought down to the 25.
And Derek Perez, when he comes into the game, he averages 10 yards a carry and 5 touchdowns. He's like their home run hitter. Tejada in the backfield. Again, it will be Tejada here. He'll get the call. And Flores is able to bring him down after a gain of 2. Now we're under 5 minutes here in the game.
And this is what Kapaa needs to hold Lahainaluna's run to, is 2 to 3 yards.
Yep, if you can ill afford to give another first down here to Lahainaluna here, because time is now a big issue here for the Warriors. Irish remains at quarterback, 2nd and 8. 4:22 in counting down. We have 13 seconds on the play clock. Now under 10 seconds. Irish will now get everybody set. And again, it's going to be a cross buck play to Perez. Perez! Touchdown, Lahainaluna! It is now 33-26. If they go for 2, it'll be a 2-possession game. If they go for 1, it'll be an 8-point margin.
Perez was the 3rd option on this play, and he took it all the way to the Hale untouched there for his first touchdown here in this football game.
6th on the year for Derek Perez. Here's Casco. Extra point is good. It is now 34-26. And Lahainaluna here, all the answers. They have now scored 27 unanswered here in this contest. And Chaz, again, we were here last year. Konawaina had around 3 minutes left in regulation, down 8. And they were able to not only score the touchdown, but score for 2. What says you here? How does Kapaa duplicate that feat?
Well, Kapaa really has to make sure that they're executing, but also they need to make sure that they're moving the ball forward. They've been trying so much to go horizontally, trying to get outside the blockers, outside of the defense for Lahainaluna, but they've just been having a hard time moving the ball forward. And, you know, offensively, they got to start doing it. And that's what they did in the first half. That's what gave them the advantage and the points. And so it's going to be really interesting to see going forward, to see the offensive play calls, especially time management, with 1 timeout left here for Kapaa. So it's going to be a really interesting chess match finish here in this Division II state championship game.
Well, Kapaa will need to play near perfect ball here in the next 4 minutes. Storer has the ball teed off at the 40. Again, no Pablo Rico doing kickoffs. He will squib it. It'll be taken by Paktalingan here, has an alley, and goes out of bounds at around the 44-yard line. So Kapaa has great field position here, only 56 yards away to do phase 1 of the comeback.
Yeah, and really, they got to make sure, one, that they're getting positive yardage, and they kind of be getting 1 to 2 plays, or not 1 to 2 plays, but 1 to 2 yards per play. They got to make sure they're at least getting 3 to 4 yards.
Absolutely. Davis here. Lahainaluna fans on their feet again, stomping. It's going to be Banacian. Oh, it's Davis on the fake. Davis has all kinds of running room. Past midfield, still on his feet. Almost got past Casco. And they're going to spot it at the 29-yard line. 35-yard run, first down.
And Davis is only a junior. He's going to be coming back, and we'll be able to see him next year. But just what a special player he is. Didn't panic, but he found open space on the left side. And that's what happens when you have 3 receivers on the near sideline.
Yeah, Banacian, 25-20. Banacian dragging red shirts into the 10. First and goal for Kapaa. Unbelievable.
And you know, this is what Kapaa needs to do. They got to be making sure that they're getting 5 to 6 yards on these types of plays, and they're moving this ball forward. They're moving it forward against this Lahainaluna defense.
Clock winding down, 3.5 to go here. Davis here. There was some confusion, no penalty flags. Amazingly, there was no procedure penalty. It's second and goal.
And it looked like both sides stopped besides Davis, and Coach Tejada was at the 20-yard line trying to make sure he got his players off the field. And luckily, the refs didn't call it off of a penalty, like you said, a procedure.
Unbelievable. Second and goal here, and now Lahainaluna.
Timeout. Lahainaluna.
We'll call their second
The
timeout.
second charge
here.
timeout.
34-26. And now Kapaa has 3 plays here. Field goal does not help him at all in this situation. I have to draw the comparisons to last year's contest, in which Konawaina, again under a minute, had to go convert two fourth downs in order to continue the drive in regulation. And unless there's a defensive penalty of some sort, we're looking at 3 plays left here for Kapaa to see if they can figure it out.
Yeah, I'm more looking to maybe a couple play actions here, or starting it with Balani-san running the football, which we haven't seen really in this drive yet.
He did get that 16-yard run a few plays ago, but yes, Rhino has been pretty absent here. Credit the Lahainaluna defense. Kapaa tried a trick play a possession ago, and that failed miserably. That involved an interception. Would Kapaa dare to go back into a bag of tricks again here? It is only second and goal. Davis, 3 receivers. Play clock now winding. It's going to be option plays. Banacion still on his feet. Chopped down at the 3. It'll be 3rd and goal, 3 yards away, Chaz.
And that's a good run there for Banacion. And this is where you could possibly do a read option, you know. Fake it to Banacion and Davis with the run. We've seen that earlier before.
Well, they hurry it up here. And it's going to be Banacion again. Banacion there is tripped up. It's going to be 4th and goal from the 1. 2.5 minutes left, but if Kapaa doesn't convert, it could be ball game. So here we go again here. Another D2 state final. Again, 1 yard away.
Timeout. Kapaa. The 3rd and final timeout.
And Kapaa will take their final timeout here. Again, Chaz, 2:22 left here. It all comes down to this. In fact, it's probably going to be on a 1.5 yard line for whatever that's worth. They went up the middle a few times, and that Lahainaluna defensive front is pretty stout.
Indeed. I mean, they've pretty much been holding this Kapaa offense up front, pretty negating all the open holes up the middle. But I want to talk about a kind of a coaching aspect here. I know it's hard to say, but as a coach, I would want to save that one more timeout left. And I would have liked to see Kapaa kind of just do a hurry-up offense and try and just run that ball, especially on the 1 yard line here. Save your timeout a little bit later when you need to.
Well, they definitely know the importance here. It's really this play or it's ball game. They're going to call it the 2. Ball is right at the center. Davis with Banacion. It's going to be Davis. Has a wide open man. Touchdown, Kapaa. It's Baba now. Oh no, check that. This is number 28 for Kapaa. That is Tyson Tronella.
And timeout pays off here for Kapaa. Great play call set up here on the fake rollout, flat pattern there for the touchdown. And it's the first time Tronella was able to get into the end zone there, kind of on a full-back position on that.
That's right. Yep, he played that H-back role. Now for 2. And now Lahainaluna will spend their final timeout here in the half.
Lahainaluna, their 3rd and final timeout.
And I tell you what, Ryan, I don't want to say it, but we're starting to see a little bit of what we saw a year ago when we were here.
Yeah, it's so easy to make the comparisons. Again, Cornwina had to score 18 in the 4th quarter here to keep pace and to force the game into overtime. They were also faced with a 2-point conversion to tie. And if you remember that play where it was, they decided not to run. Austin Ewing, the quarterback for Cornwina, decided to drop back, throws the ball in the end zone, caroms off the hands of a Lahainaluna defender and into the arms of Hunter Warsig for the 2-point conversion. There was a lot of magic here in these early games of the state finals. Division II up to its billing again. They're definitely not second rate. They usually provide the best games. Now they're going to go into a very bunch formation to the right side. This is, again, to save the season for Kapaa. It's going to be a rollout. It's going to be Davis. Davis throws. Incomplete. There will be no miracle this time. 2:17 left. And now Kapaa will need to onside kick.
You know, I like the play call here from Kapaa, rolling out, but great pursuit to the outside that time by Elijah Olivero Kalala, and we definitely called his name a lot here in this football game, and definitely when it mattered the most, he put himself in the correct position to stall out that play and made it very difficult there for Davis.
Yep, it was definitely a bootleg to the right side, and they had the receiver, the intended receiver, Pakto Lingan, on the left side, and he did a drag right across the back of the end zone. And he was the option if Davis had time to throw. If his short options were not there, Lahainaluna did very well, as you mentioned.
And I'm looking at the Lahainaluna sideline here, and you know that was a big hold there on defense there for Lahainaluna, the 2-point conversion. But I'm also seeing the head coach and saying, hey, we still got to finish. We still got to calm down. Great play, but calm down and finish and execute here. We're not done yet.
Well, I see Lahainaluna has their hands team on. Everyone is a defensive back or receiver, with Kamale Watson, the lone return man, standing at the 15. Now, we have seen some tremendous kicking exploits from Lagunas Raposo. Again, 55-yard field goal, a state record for a state final, state final record. But now, does he have something else in the arsenal? And this takes a high hop, but it goes right to Etuati's store at the 41-yard line. So with 2:15 left, neither side has a timeout. Really, Lahainaluna just needs one first down, and it will be ball game.
Yeah, and this is where you got to make sure that you're going to see Lahainaluna try to make sure that they're staying in the middle of the field. They don't want to go to the outside because that will stop the clock.
That's right. We have seen teams ahead and fritter their chances away because of poor clock management. We saw that in Kahuku versus St. Louis 2 years ago. A game that they had in hand, but went out of bounds a few times where they shouldn't have. Wildcat formation here, and another penalty.
Ball start for the offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Again, another penalty there. It's going to make things a little bit more interesting. Remember, Lahainaluna needs the first down in order to essentially get the three-peat. No timeouts on both sides.
I was watching Coach Tejada on the sideline. He had both palms up, trying to get an explanation there.
It's going to be Tejada. Tejada there, stopped by Peters and company. They'll get 3. And again, it's 2:04, 2:03. The play clock has not wound as of yet. Now they do. A good 10 seconds came off. Surely a first down will cap it off here for the Big Red Machine. We're at 1:44 now. Under 9 on the play clock. Everyone's stuffed in the box here. This side, they go left. It's Tejada. And Tejada holds on to the football. Ball spotted at the 43-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 9. 1:29 left. Officials will call a timeout. Interesting. Oh, it's for an injury. I'm unsure, Chaz, if there's going to be any type of runoff here, but this is on the defender.
The clock stops on a first down, out of bounds, or an injury timeout, if I stand correctly.
Yep, well, definitely on injury. And with 1:29, the clock will stop. Now, before that last play for Lahainaluna, 10 seconds came off the clock before the play clock started winding down, which is a 25-second play clock. So the timeout does help a little bit. Rafi Pereno, however, the main man in the middle linebacker, will not be in for this play because of the injury. They need 9 here for the title. And the defender was way past the neutral zone.
Encroachment defense.
It's going to be 3rd and 4.
5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
And it just, you can just hear the excitement in the crowd. I mean, this is what we live for. This is why we enjoy the game of football, Ryan.
Most importantly, because of that infraction, that's another play. Another 25 can go off the clock. We're under a minute. A devastating penalty for Kapaa. 5 seconds left here. 47 seconds left here on the game clock. Somehow gets past, and Tejada. That should be enough. Could this be it?
Still waiting for a signal.
The ball is almost lined up where I am at in the press box. And they're going to stop clock at 39 seconds. And with that, Chaz, name on the trophy. Robert Victor just said, waved off the chain gang, no use for them. He signaled first down, remember. It seemed like the other officials did not agree with him. In fact, another official's timeout. Let's hold the phone.
And actually, Kapaa, as head coach, wants to say, hey, let's measure this. Let's make sure.
Oh, absolutely. You have no timeouts. You have no reviews, of course, in high school. That is pretty much your final option.
But can they overturn the call here if they already called a first down?
Hey, Robert Victor have a lot to explain to do, that's for sure. But I think he got this. Ooh. Yep. The official bait in QB1 football. Just big enough. The snout was able to get past the marker. And that is a first down. Remember, folks, Lahainaluna down 19 points. With this victory, Lahainaluna will have the biggest comeback in state finals history. Kapaa put a gallant effort. And I think this one's going to sting.
And very much so, you know, going into the game with the lead in the first half.
Lahainaluna, somehow, some way. Again here, and Kapaa, I don't think they're going to run a play here. 3 is definitely sweet, Chaz, as Lahainaluna, led by a furious comeback, down 19, will win their 3rd consecutive Division II state championship with a 34-32 win over the Kapaa Warriors. How do these kids do it?
It just comes down to just everybody believing in the same thing, you know, from the community, the parents, to the coaches, to the players. You know, big congratulations to them on just a miraculous season. Finishing, I believe it's 11-0 on the season. Right. But again, on the flip side, what a tremendous game that we have been attributed here in the Division II. Again, like you said, congratulations to the Kapaa Warriors. That's right. Just for the way that they performed today. Obviously not the outcome that they would have liked, but they definitely have a lot to be proud of here today.
Oh, they have given Lahainaluna a scare that they have not experienced in years. But somehow, the mark of a champion, they've been in this contest a few times. And with that, Lahainaluna, again, their 3rd consecutive title. 34-32. We'd like to thank our Jumbotron crew for bringing this broadcast to us here today. For Chaz Mihara, this is Ryan Nagano. Again, 34-32. Congratulations to the Lahainaluna Lunas with a 3rd consecutive Division II title. Thank you, my man.
Sure.
And if they win, they defer. We receive up.
And I don't give them the option. I don't give the option. If they deferred, I just ask them which way they like kick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Football fans, please direct your attention to midfield for a special trophy presentation. Representing First Hawaiian Bank and presenting the State Division II runner-up and championship game trophies is First Hawaiian Bank Vice President of Institutional Advisory Services, Jason Haruki. Introducing your Division II State runner-up, the Kapaa Warriors. Will the captains please step forward to accept the trophy?
Captain.
Congratulations, Kapaa Warriors, your 2018 Division II State Football runner-up. Now, introducing your Division II State Champion, the Lahainaluna Lunas. Will the captains please step forward to accept the trophy? Congratulations, Lahainaluna Lunas, your 2018 Division II State Football Champions. Football fans, please give both teams another round of applause for an outstanding season. Mahalo to the title sponsor, First Hawaiian Bank, for its support of Hawaii High School athletics.